Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Gigantic Thursday, take two. Boy, I don't know why, but for whatever reason, the audio was hooked up to my computer. So, I don't know if I can only talk through my computer or whatever. But then that took down the noise of the intro and then did all that fun stuff. So, yeah, I don't know what's going on, although I think we got it all figured out now at least. So that's good. But, just really strange. That's really all I got to say about that. Well, tonight we have got a good one, although I don't know if anything could top last night. I mean, holy smokes. 29-point comeback by the Knicks. Holy smokes. Yeah. I don't know if anything can top tonight, but we're going to see game 5 of the Stanley Cup Finals between the Vegas Golden Knights and the Carolina Hurricanes. Welcome, everybody, to the broadcast booth. I'm Ronnie Vadine with you all here this evening. Yeah, that safe to say, I don't think I've ever called a game like that before in my life last night. That was just wild, wild for sure. But you know what? Hey, today is a new day, and we're going to see what happens. Well, uh, so far this series, I mean, I think personally, arguably, besides last night, has been better than the NBA Finals. I mean, basically every single game was decided by one goal. So, well, except I guess game 4, but that was one plus an empty net. So that's that at least. So it should be I'm expecting another fun one here tonight. We'll also have the Sioux Falls Canaries in the final game of a 3-game series with Sioux City in Sioux City. Right now it's tied up at 1 in that series. Sioux Falls completely dominated last night. Sioux City, they completely dominated Tuesday night. So let's see what happens tonight. We're still about 13 minutes away from puck drop between Vegas and Carolina. So yeah. So we'll be calling the X's game kind of leading up till then, obviously. So yeah. Right now, they I believe are heading into the bottom of the second inning right now as we speak. So yeah, there's that, I guess. And leading off will be Zane Denton. First pitch just on the outside, but they will call it a strike, so it's 0-1. Zane Denton, 1 home run, 17 RBIs this year, and then he drives it towards the left side and foul. 0-2 now. We'll pick the fifth half catering, clear the ball game, and fifth half catering, elevate your next to bid. 0-2 pitch. Denton, there's a drive towards the left side and foul. We do have a couple of things to tell you about. Hunter Cachero has been put on the inactive list. He's dealing with some soreness. That's all we really know as of now, but we'll find out more soon. Denton drives it down the left field line, and that'll go just foul. Yeah, and then we added Warming Bernabel. That's how you pronounce his name. We added him to our roster. He's playing at third base tonight. So, yeah. In fact, he was the last batter before Zane Denton in the bottom of the first. So, yeah, it's George, Vuletic, Vasquez, Bernabel, Denton, Osuna, Davis, Good, and Tatum. Here's the 0-2 pitch. That one down low for the ball, 1-0. Or 1-2, rather. Excuse me. Two strikes. A sec here. We'll do that. 1-2. There's a drive out into center field. Back goes Joe Voss, and he's there for out number 1. That'll bring up Alberto Osuna now to the plate. 6 home runs, 14 RBIs on the year for him. Shots, though. First pitch. Ooh, inside 0-1 or 1-0. In fact, it almost hit him. Gotta be careful sometimes when you're doing that. 1-0. Grounded towards the left side and foul. Count even at 1 a pop. Third base dug out. That was out over. That kind of trouble. Good trouble it is. Yeah, good trouble. Trouble for Sioux Falls, but good trouble for us. 1-1. There's a drive out in the left center field. There is Hall or Voss. It looks like it's going to be Voss for out number 2. Center field, that thing, you can
see it start toward the scoreboard, and you can see it arcing with the Marines back toward center. Trailer, you can see it. You can see that arc. The total arc.
I thought for a second I thought it was pretty well hit, and that was gonna be a little more than just an out, but what do I know? Quite a lot, though, obviously. Austin Davis up to bat now here for Sioux City. First pitch. There's a drive out into right center field. Back is Raywald or Voss, and Raywald dropped the ball. Davis will go to second. He's going to go for 3, and he is in there safely with the triple.
Woo!
The
ball carried the left center a moment ago. That one at right center. A little away from Voss. Raywald at the front.
Wow, nicely done, Austin Davis.
It's carrying, and Raywald reaching up, and he leaps for it. It just clips off the glove off the Rick Collins to the other side. He home run away from the ballpark, Rick Collins Toyota. Triple for Austin Davis.
So, well, hopefully that's the start of something here for Sioux City. Elliott Good up to bat now. First pitch on the inside. But they will call it a strike 0-1. Where's my water cup at? That's the next question. There's a little ground ball. A holy roller. Shortstop to first. And got him. Dang it. Curry out the heart. Wow. Well, too bad you couldn't get Davis home, but it's still early. We're only at the end of 2. We'll be right back. Welcome back, everybody. We heading out of the top of the 3rd inning. Well, I will be right back. I forgot to look at my water because I was reading something. Oh, and then of course.
So his double attack right for the balls. He did. 5-3 1 away.
Uh-oh, did somebody from Sioux Falls try and be oh damn it. Try and be an idiot? Which should be nothing new if that's the case, but
Yeah, go around you.
Chris Quitzer up to bat. First pitch down low for the ball, 1-0.
I see that at first base. Reminds me of those little league games you see your team.
There we go.
It's like around bases. They just do everything but touch it.
That one away for the ball, 2-0.
Just for fun. No strikes. Goes through the third inning.
2-0. That one just on the outside, but they will say a strike. So it's 2-1. That one's kind of a puzzling one, but
It's 2 wide. And for a ball darting inside.
that one just on the inside, 3-1. So really, he should have walked, but you know what? It's a guy from the Canaries, so let's not get too bent out of shape about it here. My goodness. 3-1. That one down low. 4-1. Well, 4-1. Yeah, call it that. It's a walk nonetheless. So Quitzer off to first.
Spain, Colombia, Australia, we've had Israel, we've had Mexico.
Oh my God, Mike Commodore is pumping up the crowd. That hurricane siren.
Team Italy, other association. Team Canada, a lot of that. A lot of Canadian. First back in there.
Now up to the top of the order, Joe Voss is up. 1 home run, 6 RBIs on the air. That's quite bad, if I do say so myself. First pitch, that one just down on the outside. It's 1-0.
Third inning. Baseball at
1-0 pitch. That one just on the outside again. It's 2-0.
Our former ticket director, Sam Barker.
Cool. Ooh. Nice. Here's the 1-1. Swing and a miss. 1-2.
Skipper is in that seat. She's doing a phenomenal job through their crew down there. Ticket windows. And they got you doing anything down there? Ticket pump? Take care of the program. Okay. I didn't know if they like on the selling side. Trust me.
1-2 pitch. Drive towards the left side into the gap and into left field for a base hit. Quitzer will go to second, and Voss is on with a single. Great. Great, great, great.
Andrew, I got tickets for you. Dad. Sure, you might get it. Oh, yeah, right. Oh, wait. I'm not sure how that works. Let me just give you these.
So now that'll bring up Anthony Hall to the plate. First pitch, that one just in the zone, 0-1. Hall didn't really like that, but who cares what he thinks? I mean, nobody really cares if I'm being honest.
Tickets, but I didn't know how to operate the computer system. I knew how to operate a computer.
0-1. That one at the knees, 0-2.
Tickets, I used to give the guy a little strip of tickets.
Got to get him out here. That's been the one thing that has killed Sioux City this year. It's not putting guys out. Walking them, putting them out, all the above. I mean, holy smokes. The 0-2. That one just on the outside, 1-2, and just throwing a whole bunch of balls, which of course causes those walks, but
City, the I-29 rivals, you're watching us on a baseball TV, you're wondering how far apart we are, about 89 miles or so. Bird flies.
Although it's about a less than an hour long trip, at least if I'm driving. 1-2, swing and a miss, struck him out. We needed that. All righty, we're just about set for puck drop here. Starting goaltenders for Vegas, of course, Carter Hart, 14-5-1 in the postseason, 2.51 goals against, and a .912 save percentage. No shutouts, but 2 penalty minutes. And then Brandon Bussey, once again, will get the start tonight. 1-0-1, a 2.28 goals against, and a .900 save percentage.
27 years old and he's much less experienced.
All righty, are we ready? Michael Carriel is up to bat, but in the meantime, we're about to have puck drop here. Get off the ice, cameraman. L1, check. Did he go? No, he didn't. 1-1. Okay, whatever. Here we go. Jordan Stahl. I'll take the draw for Carolina here to start. For Vegas, can't even tell. Jack Eichel, there we go. Here we go. We're off and underway. Game 5 of the Stanley Cup Final. Eichel down low in the corner there for Jordan Stahl. Picked up into the air. Chatfield with this one. Chatfield towards center. Rounded out of midair. Nikolai Ehlers will pick this one up in the corner. Ehlers sends it around the boards into the hands of Shea Theodore. Theodore in the circle. Out towards center. Tipped by Mark Stone. Into the hands of Jack Eichel. Eichel pass across. Cannot connect with Mark Stone. He and Blake are going after each other, and it's Blake that comes up with it. Blake on over across. Nikolai Ehlers back behind the net. Jacob Slavin around the boards. Eric Robinson up the right side. Here's Blake with this one. Blake taken away and cleared out towards center. Well, Williman got the strikeout, so we head now to the bottom of the third. Here's Marner with it at center. Marner tipped there by Carlson. Now Taylor Hall keeps it in back behind the net. Hall behind the net. Rasmus Anderson with this one. Feeds it around. Noah Hannafin. Hannafin there for Brett Howden. Howden. Now William Karlsson with this one. Karlsson takes a shot, went wide of Bussey, and I think it went out of play. Yes, it did. 1 minute, 16 seconds in.
Against each other a lot. Eichel flattens Stahl. Stahl was sour. As he takes the hit here, he's nowhere near the puck. This is an interference penalty for sure. Stahl was a little rattled. He went to the bench and kind of put his hands up in the air. But Eichel trying to make a finish.
Ooh, Vegas might have gotten away with one here early. Shot got blocked there in front. Gostisbehere out towards center. Kept in, though, by Coughlin behind the net. I can't wait for the keyboard warriors to go, oh, this game, the refs, this, that, and the other thing. At least when I say it, it's actually true, but people just want to get their voices heard. That's all that is. Puck sent out towards center ice. Svechnikov battles. Here's Svechnikov on over across. Aho tips it on over her side. Hurdle with this one. Hurdle out towards center. Tipped. Colton Sissons with this one. Sissons on across. 2 minutes have gone here in this first. 10% through the first period, I guess you could say. Here's Bussey with it behind the net. Bussey picked up there by Cole Smith in a scramble for. Colasar now battles. Now they're back up against the boards. Perrier. Who else do we got down there? We got McKeeshan. 26 Nick Dowd. I mean, holy smokes. Cole Smith now breaks it free back behind the net. That always kills off a few seconds. That's for sure. Egan Colasar with this one back behind the net. Here's Carrier. Tipped on out. Svechnikov will clear it down ice. Eric Robinson off of his stick. Taken back by Shea Theodore behind the net. Theodore stands there. Theodore, long toss off the boards. Down behind the net. Bussey is there. Plays it back the other way. Keandre Miller with this one now. Miller up towards center, throws it back in behind the net, and that will go for icing.
With just more than 3 minutes gone by. You mentioned that John Tortorella thinks that Jack Eichel's about ready to post out. Maybe because in game 4 he fired one off the crossbar on the power play.
Oh, there we go.
But it's just over the shoulder. Which is remarkable for such a terrific player. Tortorella also said he's one of the best players I've ever coached. Difference in games 5, 6, and 7.
Face-offs one. Puck immediately sent back behind the net there by Svechnikov. Rasmus Anderson takes this one. Anderson taking it back towards center. 3-2 the count now to Dylan Tatum, leading off for Sioux City. Will be Tatum, then back to the Oilers for Henry George and Zach Vuletic. I don't know why. Hang on. I got it. Boy, Howden, a big hit. Now a 2-on-2 the other way. Into the hands of Stankoven on angled shot off the side of the goal. Picked up there by Taylor Hall. Oh, a shot save made there by Carter Hart. Rolls into the corner. Blake is there. Theodore clears it down ice. Andre Miller will just kind of stand there. 4 minutes have gone here in this first. Jacob Slavin with this one. Slavin feeds it on over. Tipped off the boards. It's cleared in. Eric Stahl in the corner now with this one. Stahl feeds it on back. Nikolai Ehlers behind the net into the hands of Jacob Slavin. Slavin around the boards. Ivan Barbashev with this one. Barbashev. Long toss down ice. Picked up there. Jalen Chatfield feeds it around the boards. Jacob Slavin pushing the boards there by Barbashev. Nikolai Ehlers with this one. Sent on over across. Here's Seth Jarvis with this one. Pauses. Drops it back. Shot save made by Hart. Rebound cleared as far as center. Jacob Slavin again sent off the boards. Chatfield takes it down into the corner there for Shane Gostisbehere. Gostisbehere the circle. Long toss tip. Got ice. Svechnikov pass out in front. Now it's Martinuk with this one. Martinuk in the corner. Martinuk now for Lozon. Picked out towards center. Martinuk sends it back in behind the net. Hart leaves it there. Boy, careful. Hannafin out towards center. Mitch Marner with this one. Marner dumps it down into the corner. This one cleared down ice once again, just wide of Hart, no icing. Shea Theodore with this one behind the net. Theodore will just stand there and do nothing. Theodore sent off the boards and down ice. Picked up by William Carrier on over across. Keandre Miller at center. Taken there, Braden McNabb. McNabb off the boards. Whacked down by Robinson. They said they batted it down with the high stick, so he couldn't touch it. Oh, but that time it's offside, so there's that.
As well as being physical, he's also a little mean as Sean Walker. Watch as he comes through. He's got Howden, the leading goal scorer in the playoffs, and he sights goes right through. It's a perfect hit. Shoulder right through the middle of the body as Howden drops down. Jarvis thinks he's got a step. Lozon closes off, and there's the Chatfield 91 mile an hour leader.
Base hit into right field there for Vuletic. And he'll stay there at first. Raulio Vasquez now up to bat here with 2 outs in the bottom of the third.
6 full minutes for John Porter. To follow the same formula.
Dowd at the face-off with Jankowski. Jankowski wins the draw. It's Gostisbehere. Come on. Down ice, and icing is called. Interesting call, if I do say so myself.
Look at this offensive zone face and John Tortorella mentioned to us before the game, hey, we got 3 games at most. I'm jam up some ice time here. So he's got an offensive zone face-off. Marner, Eichel, Stone. He's got all
face-off will come to the left of Brandon Bussey. A name I thought I'd never ever say until game 3 happened, that's for sure. Eichel wins the draw. Rasmus Anderson couldn't handle it, and he was forced out towards center. Now he dumps it back in behind the net. Gostisbehere is there. Ghost there, plays it on over across. Alexander Nikishin, kept in though by Rasmus Anderson. Stone, up for grabs. Stall with this one. Ehlers. That one's up and out of play. And they're gonna give Ehlers a penalty here. All right.
Penalty delay game.
Well, we'll take a break. We'll be back in a minute and a half. Welcome back, everybody. Well, the Canaries just finished off the third inning, so there's that. We'll be
The air mails this over the glass on the far side. 1 for 12 on the power play. Vegas has still got
So we'll head to the top of the fourth now.
near enough. Looks great. They move it around, but that has to go to the net, whether it's Marner or Dorofina.
Here we go now, but in the meantime, Vegas has a power play here. Martinook with this one up the right side. On a Brown Marner. Marner behind the net. Just stands there. Just stand there and do nothing. Perfect. Marner drops it back there for Jack Eichel. Eichel, nice moves. Pass across, scores! Dorothea, power play goal! It's 1-0.
Power play goal on a 1-0 Vegas lead. This is a spectacular entry. You could not draw this up.
At least I'm pretty sure it went in. Because I think it might have went off that back middle bar. Yeah, I think it did. Perfectly right off of that.
The Golden Knights in goals this regular season. He's got 10 in the playoffs. Now he's got 11. Look at the play by Eichel.
11th goal on the postseason for Dorothea, fifth-year guy. With Vegas tied for third in the league in goals. That's on Vegas's first shot of the night too, as well. So lovely, lovely, lovely. There's Barbashev with this one in. Oh, he got tripped up there by Carrier. Picked up there by Jackson Blake in a scramble for. Here's Taylor Hall up the right side. Hall, 2-on-1 pass across to Andre Miller. Why didn't he just shoot at it? I mean, that was kind of a dumb thing to do, but what do I know? Quite a lot, that's for sure. Brett Howden with this one out towards center. Ooh, he gets taken out by Taylor Hall. Stankoven feeds it on over to Andre Miller with this one. Miller to Stankoven. Tip towards center, Svechnikov. Keegan Colasar with this one. Colasar popped up into the air. Rasmus Anderson with this one. Anderson feeds it on over Ghost Bear. Sent off the boards, and that'll go for icing. There's a drive into center field for a base hit. So Ray Wall was on with the single.
Pass for Michael. He takes Chatfield. There's no chance for Busty on pitch, but it's the speed of entry that is the determining factor. Here's one. Right in field.
Face off coming to the left of Brandon Bussy. Face off's one puck sent down ice into the hands there. Jeremy Lowe's on over across Mark Stone, drops it back. Marner shot save, Bussy rebound. Picked up there by Gostisbehere. Gostisbehere out towards center ice, whacked down. Dylan Coughlin. Slavin now takes it away. Excuse me. Excuse me. Here's Slavin with this one now. Slavin back behind the net, down into the corner. Eichel is there. Down low, Lowe's on. Set down ice. Oh! Swing and a miss, struck out by Cart. Jacob Slavin now with this one. Slavin feeds it on over across. Chatfield taking their hurdle. Spinorama. Dorofiev takes a shot. Save made Bussy. Rebound. Blockered into the corner. Tomas Hurdle with this one. Hurdle out towards the blue line. Shot. Anderson went wide. Rebound. Puck up for grabs behind the net. There's Noah Hannafin. Shot. Got blocked there in front. Rolls into the corner. Hurdle's there. Now Rasmus Anderson with this one. Anderson in the corner. Anderson out towards the blue line there for Hurdle. Takes a shot up. Well, went wide. It didn't get deflected, but Chatfield took an odd bounce off of a player. Now it's Jacob Slavin with this one. Slavin on over across Chatfield. Long toss into the hands of Ehlers. Here's Ehlers at center. Pass on across. Jackson Blake with this one. Blake to Ehlers. Sweeps it around. Shot went through the crease. Keandre Miller with this one there for Jackson Blake. Blake in a scramble for kicked around Rasmus Anderson. Tipped out towards the blue line, and now back the other way. Here's William Karlsson. Pass on across, cannot connect with Hurdle. That one popped up into the air, and now it's Barbashev shot. Same made Bussy rebound, whacked towards the side by Karlsson. Ball cleared slowly out towards center. Now Braden McMahon will dump it back in behind the net. Keandre Miller with this one. Miller just stands there. Of course he does. Out towards center, tip there. Jeremy Lowe's on, out towards center. Here's Shane Gostisbehere behind the net. Gostisbehere feeds it on over the Keisha. I like how I yawn now when I'm on the air live and talking, but yet I don't yawn all day long. I hate that. Nikishin with this one. Nikishin off the boards, and that'll go for offsides with 9:12 left to go here in this first.
Play that gets on the board. Philadelphia. His first of the final. A beauty of a play from Jack Eichel.
I'll take a break. We'll be back. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back, everybody. Well, let's see. I know 4 left to go in the first period. Vegas with the one. Oh, it's on. For sake. This is the one that has to get on the net. And the whole 2-1. There we go. We're all good. To the bottom of the 4th inning we go. 0 shots in the last 6 minutes for Carolina. Have to get on the net. 4 games of this hero, all 4 games of the series. Get it on goal. Face off will come to the left of Brandon Bussey. Mark Jankowski would take the draw with Jack Eichel. Face-offs won. Here's Eichel with it down low in the corner. Eichel back behind the net. Eichel spins around a defender Jankowski with this one. Jack Eichel in the corner. Shot in front, got blocked. Rebound, Stone just went a little wide. Here's Carrier with this one out towards center. Carrier picked up Keandre Miller. Tipped there by Eric Robinson down low into the corner. Theodore is there. Theodore there for Stone. Off the boards. Here's Jalen Chatfield with this one. Chatfield dumps it down into the corner behind the net there. Shea Theodore. Now Braden McNabb with this one. McNabb on over Nikolai Euler. Shot deflected. Scores! Jordan Stahl ties the game at 1. What a tip. Here's Vanderbrake a drive into right field. Oh, just foul. He couldn't make the catch. Heads up play for Wheelers. It goes off the pad of corner. 6 goals in this Stanley Cup final for the captain. Yeah, it should be Bernabel unless now Vanderbrake is yeah, Vanderbrake's going to second, and then Vasquez is going to third. Hang on, I gotta change this on my scorecard a second. He has a goal in all 5 games of the Stanley Cup final. That matches the longest. Second base. Oh God, something happened with Ray. Great. The Stanley Cup final. It's a score. Okay. They're looking at his left ankle. I bet you he's just faking it just to delay whatever kind of just to delay the game, which in that case it should be a penalty in the MLB, but nobody ever listens to me, which they should, but this is just outside it. Celebration instead of this final series continues to be exceptional. Face-offs won. Here's Theodore with this one. Feeds it around the boards. Tipped out towards center ice. Cole Smith almost put into the benches. Back between them with Ray Ferraro down there. In fact, they're still battling down there. Jankowski passing the blue line there for Eric Robinson. Pass went back behind the net. Carrier in the corner and a scramble for Carrier towards the net. Back behind the net. Eric Robinson is there. Shot save made there by Hart. Now Gostisbehere again got blocked there in front. And now that one's cleared out towards center. Cole Smith now with this one. Smith feeds it on over to Shea Theodore. Well, now Ray Walt is coming out. I think he's just being a little baby, but that's just me. So Anthony Sharkus will take his spot and go to left field, while Hall goes to right. My goodness, all these changes. Holy smokes. Yeah, Ray Wall, he just wanted to get out. He knew Sioux City was going to become too good. And So now he's just scared crapless, I guess. So 4. Well, yeah. Every single period in the Stanley Cup final has been entertaining. What are you talking about, Sean McDonough? Coughlin shot, say made Bussy rebound, pokes into the corner. Jeremy Lozon with this one. Lozon back behind the net. Keandre Miller now with this one. Picked up Seth Jarvis out towards center. Now Nikolai Ehlers with this one. Dumps it into the hands there of Carter Hart, and it's in his glove. 5:18 left to go in the first. We'll take a break. We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back, everybody. Well,
we thought we'd have to get both guys, and he already started that. So Kachikov is backing up. Why not Freddie Anderson? Same reasoning. We don't need a guy. We might want to just give him as much time off. He seems to respond better with long rest. Appreciate it.
so apparently now Anderson's not even backing up tonight. It's Peter Kochetkov. And I guess they're giving Anderson as much time as he possibly needs because we need him later on down the road. Like that's covering up something. I know for a fact that that's covering up something. I don't know what, but I'm sorry, I don't buy that for 1 second. Alberto Osuna up to bat here for Sioux City. Jankowski tipped out towards center now. Eric Robinson with this one. Back Jeremy Lozon behind the net. Lozon sent all the way down ice, and that'll go for icing. Yeah, it's got to be a bigger conspiracy than, oh, they're just waiting until, down the line. And oh, he plays better when he's got when he's, more rested up. Come on. Osuna now with a single that brings up Austin Davis to the plate. I'm liking where this is going right now, at least. It's the fourth line. Maybe they can get the jump, create something here. Starts with the straw, of course. Face-offs one. Here's Stankoven down low in the corner. Svechnikov is there. He's shoved down to the ground. Slavin with this one. Got into the circle. Coughlin is there. Tip Colasar. Down low into the corner. Colasar with this one. Use Aho with this one. Aho. Towards center, Tomas Hurdle. Slavin in the circle. Slavin out towards center. There for Svechnikov. Svechnikov. Well, Hall makes the catch. And now Denton is at third now. Oh, God, he broke his left ankle, too, as well. What the frick ever. Slavin back behind the net. Slavin. Feeds it on over Jalen Chatfield now, down low in the corner. That one on the inside is good. It's 1-0. Marner up the left side. Marner to Eichel. Up for grabs. Swooped right up by Jordan Stahl. Stahl off the skate of a Golden Knight. I believe that was Eichel, the way he reacted there. Keandre Miller with this one. Miller sends it back in behind the net. That one tipped out towards center. Batted up in the air. McNabb with this one. Oh, base hit. Denton will come home, and it's 1-0 Sioux City. That'll be a single for Elliott Good. RBI single. Carl said shot save made there by Bussy. Or Fiev with this one. Fiev into the hands of Brett Howden. Now Carlson takes a shot. Went wide. Now at Rasmus Anderson. Popped up into the air. Oh, but then he got tripped up. Nothing called, of course, because why would they call anything? Late feeds it on over to Hall. Taylor Hall shot save made there by Carter Hart. Noah Hannafin with this one now. Hannafin. Long toss down ice into the corner. Bussy just stands there. Plays it into the corner. Cole Smith a shot. Kind of bouncing puck went wide. Now puck is cleared all the way down ice. Eric Robinson is there. Robinson. Tipped Colasar. Feeds it on over. Korchak. Nikishin dumps it back in behind the net. Nikishin in the corner. Coglin with this one. Uh-oh, that one's fair down the left field line. One run's going to come home. There might be a second one, and it's 3-0 Sioux City on the RBI double. 2 RBI double by Dylan Tatum. Here we go. This is the Sioux City Explorers team we know. Well, they need to do that with 2 outs. So now we'll have a mound visit. Stone, pass on over across. Eichel's shot went wide. Picked up behind the net. Nikolai Ehlers is there. Uh-oh, that one's out of play. Or offsides, whatever the heck it is. 62 seconds left to go.
Score in 5 straight Stanley Cup final games. The other 3 to do it. Beliveau, Richard. I mean, these are some of the great players of all time. And Ray, Taylor for their head-to-head battles back in 1918 when Cyclone started for the Vancouver Millionaires. Those other 3 gentlemen, like Star, did the first 5 games of the Stanley Cup final. Yeah, just so you know, the Junior A Championship in British Columbia, the Cyclone Taylor Cup.
Here we go. 1 minute left to go here in this first period. Puck sent down there into the corner, popped up in the air. Mitch Marner is there. Now it's Jalen Chatfield. Chatfield sent off the boards and down ice. Picked up Rasmus Anderson. Anderson feeds it on over to Mitch Marner. William Karlsson throws it back in behind the net of Brandon Bussy. Jacob Slavin is there. Slavin tipped around, batted up in midair. Mitch Marner with this one at center, and I believe they're going to say call it with the hand pass.
We invite you to shop the largest selection of Stanley Cup final apparel at any shop.
Well, there's that number 30.
Really interesting here with 30 seconds left in the period. Some semblance of their fourth lines. It's almost like both teams are kind of satisfied where this game is, and they just want to get this into the intermission.
Hang on. There we go. 20 seconds left to go here in this one. Shot towards the net went just a little wide. Batted up in the air. Seth Jarvis is there. Jarvis will dump it down ice. Icing is full with 9.4 seconds left.
Carolina will have to defend against the Ike Barnard. There's some physicality early. Walker left up outing. Shift after shift. Clearing off the work. The finish is there. The opportunity.
There we go. Have a good time.
We came into tonight with 79 hits in the playoffs, second of their team behind only Will Ferrier.
Face-offs one. Puck is sent out of play. Uh-oh. We're going to have another penalty. Keandre Miller looks like will go to the box.
And I feel badly for these players when they do this because it's a mistake that they don't have to make. Ehlers ends up airmailing one, 20.
Yeah, but I don't think they're intentionally trying to throw it out of play, though, Ray. Come on, that's stupid to even think that.
Corner. Everybody else is on this side of the ice. The period's dead. Now Vegas gets their second power play. Their goal is a Dorothea power play earlier in the period.
Smile. Whoa, are you talking to me? That's the end of the first period. We'll take a break. Ooh, perfect. Just for it to die. We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere in 4 minutes. Welcome back, everybody. Time for our song of the night. It is by Ariana Grande, and it's "Hate That I Made You Love Me." Aw.
Can't tell you why, but something inside is dancing with fire. Eyes lit like the sky, turn tears into diamonds. Good at goodbyes, just know that I will find my way from you, like flowers from a mountain. While you decide who you are, and I can see right through you, like shadows from the moon. It's all bad news. Yeah, I think that I made you love me. Sorry if I made me tired. Yeah, I think that I made you love me. 'Cause I barely tried. Yeah, what's happening now? You started my crown and borrowed my body. One kiss by the sun and cold like the wind. I'll be stuck in honey. That I will find my way. I guess it's time to give now. You're like me where you are, but I can see right through you. Just time to close the moon, 'cause it's all bad news. Yeah, I need the need you lose me. Sorry if I made me time. Yeah, I need you lose me. 'Cause I've been the child. Yeah, I've held your projections when you felt so insecure. Tell me why is it this way? Why you so hate to see women endure? Is it really my fault you all gave me a heart to keep on the core? I don't really think so. I sorry, sorry, anytime, yeah, I you know, you 'cause I've been trying to, I don't need you. Sorry, sorry, sorry,
Woo! With "Hate That I Made You Love Me," that was Ariana Grande. We'll take a break. We'll be right back. Welcome back, everybody, to the show. Second period here coming up with Vegas and Carolina tied up at one apiece. I forgot. I guess we forgot to do a game or a first period recap. So here goes nothing. NHL school. Well, recap the first. Sorry, 6 minutes and 52 seconds in. Pavel Dorofeyev got his 11th on the postseason from Jack Eichel and Tomas Hertl. That made it a 1-0 game. Then Jordan Stahl tied it right back up for Nikolai Ehlers and Seth Jarvis. That made it a 1-1 game. The two penalties that period both went on for Carolina, and then both of them were for delayed game. First, Nikolai Ehlers at 6:24, then K-Andre Miller at 19:54. Shots that period 7-5 in favor of Vegas. When we look at some scores across the country, of course, Sea City leads the Canaries. It's 3-0 as they head into the top of the sixth, which we'll get to here shortly. Looks like Canaries already got a guy on base, which is great. Um, then Cleburne leads Winnipeg 3-0 bottom of the sixth. Coming up shortly, doubleheader, Lake Country at King County doing two of that. First game, King County took that one 8-2, the final score. And then I thought I had a stroke reading this, but Kansas City beat Fargo earlier 25-9. That is just crazy. And then Milwaukee's supposed to be at Gary and Lincoln's supposed to be at Chicago, but nothing on that. So probably postponed, but who knows? Dodgers lead the Pirates right now 7-4, bottom of the seventh inning. Top of the seventh, Orioles lead the Mariners 7-5. Mets beat the Cardinals earlier today 5-4. Tigers beat the Twins 11-0. Marlins beat the Diamondbacks 2-0. Rangers beat the Royals 4-2. Cubs beat the Rockies 9-3, and then the Braves at the White Sox got postponed. So those are all your scores from across the country right now. So let's get back to Danny Vaughn. We still got a few minutes left before about 4 minutes left. Or Andrew Della Piana. There's a drive out into right field. That is fair, I believe. Or did they call it foul? It looked fair to me, but
Yeah, you go up there, you're looking at mac and cheese. You got, I'm big doing the wavy nacho, but I told somebody down there, like, I gotta spread it around because they're all really good. And like today, the tenderloin, but
Danny Vaughn must be talking about Sneaky's chicken. Or maybe, who knows? I don't freaking know. Why the heck would I know? Oh, yuck. Yuck, yuck, yuck. I hate that bastard. Grounded to third base. Vasquez couldn't get a handle on it, and everybody's going to be safe. 3-5 against Vasquez, which is just.
that's sort of why I think it was dropped. I mean, the fella didn't look at himself there.
Let's do a breach for Super Bowl run and the pitiful first 5 innings. 14 runs last.
Anyway, Anthony Sharkis now up to bat. 0 home runs, 10 RBIs on the year. First pitch to him. There's a drive out into center field, and that'll drop for a base hit. And everybody is safe. The bases are loaded here with nobody out. That is rough for Sioux City right now. Faux shizzle.
Tough on both teams tonight.
Maybe the last guy you want to face, the base is loaded.
Yeah.
And nobody out.
And he struck out twice.
Well, that brings up Mike Hart to the plate, which is just great. What we needed. First pitch, there's a drive towards the left side and foul. 0-1.
With runners in position. 22 RBIs.
I'd say that's probably pretty good.
All things considering. 0-1, that one. Down low, 0-1. Or 1-1 rather, excuse me.
So that outer half has to be very cautious of.
Here's the 1-1. The pitch. Swing and a miss.
Right here. Yeah, a lot of focus on that.
My goodness, was there ever?
Still have their toes on the
Here we go. 1-2. The pitch. That one. Ooh, they're going to say he just missed that. I thought for certain he hit the zone there. Oh, my goodness. That's a load of crap. Oh, he got him looking there. With 1 out now. That's what we needed.
Before the game is tighter. It was a pretty tight first period. It was indeed, and there'll be another. Vegas didn't score in the last game, Ray. They struck.
First pitch now to Trevor Achenbach on the outside corner, 1-0. All righty, we're off and underway here in this second period. Vegas has the power play. Taken back behind the net. Carter Hart leaves it there for Mitch Marner. Marner out towards center. Drops it back. There for Jack Eichel at center. Eichel feeds it on to Mark Stone. Drives towards the net. Picked up there by Martinook behind the net. Martinook, long toss down ice. Into the hands there of Carter Hart. Mitch Marner picks up this one. Marner in the circle. Taken out towards center. Marner crossing the blue line. Marner down low for Hurdle. Hurdle on over across. Mark Stone with this one. Stone sends it out to Mitch Marner. Takes a shot. Went just a little wide. Picked up there by Jacob Slavin, and it's cleared down ice.
Looking for the ice to kill more time by Slavin.
1-2. Uh-oh, that one almost went over the head of Dylan Tatum. That could have been really bad, but thank goodness we have a catcher named Dylan Tatum. That, that could have got him within 1 or 2. Eichel shot save made there by Brandon Bussey. Picked up there by Seth Jarvis out towards center. Taken away Hurdle. Hurdle down the Eichel's one-time shot went wide. Dorofeev with this one in the circle. Dorofeev, that one on the inside, full count now. Tomas Hurdle feeds it on out to Jack Eichel. Here's Eichel in the circle. Eichel pass on over across. Need to stick a Dorofeev. Dorofeev sends it on in there. Tomas Hurdle. Hurdle in the circle. In the corner, Mark Stone with this one. Stone feeds it around. Jack Eichel sent out to the blue line. Mitch Marner. Down low, Mark Stone. In the corner, Hurdle tipped out there in front. Shot save made Bussey. Rebound there in front. Looks like he walked them. So 1 run will come home, and it's 3-1. Here's Eichel taking a shot, went wide. Picked up there by Dorofeev. Tomas Hurdle takes this one. Carolina back at full strength. Shot just went a little wide. Now taken there by Seth Jarvis. Tipped out towards center ice. Aho over his head. Picked up there by William Carlson. Now on Noah Hannafin. Hannafin blocked at center. Sent down into the corner. Barbashev whacks around that one. Here's Hannafin. Towards center. William Carlson loses control of it there for a second. Now it's Jackson Blake. Feeds it on over Logan Stankoven to stall a shot save made there by Carter Hart. Rebound, it rolls into the corner. Sent around back behind the net there for Logan Stankoven out there in front. Hall with this one. Taken out towards center. Barbashev with this one. Batted down, and they're going to say a hand pass. 3 minutes and 8 seconds into this one.
But they found Jordan Stahl to be physical and very difficult to move. His goal tonight was on a broken play, but the Vegas coaching staff is telling their players to try to.
Oh, perfectly placed in the zone. Got him looking. Rocker Bomber. What a nickname. Racker Bomber. Yeah, Racker Bomber, all right. Face-offs one. Uh-oh. False start at the draw or offside, something like that.
The focus for Vegas has to be to get the body on him, to make him work through his ice.
Scott Combs up to bat. Combs. That one hurt. Well, I thought it was perfectly placed in the zone, but no, they say it's up high. 1-0 the count.
What a final.
Face-offs won by Jankowski. Now Keandre Miller with this one sent off the boards. Back down into the corner. Oh, swing and a miss. It's 1-1. Boy, if the X's can escape out of this with just 1 run scored, I think that's gonna be pretty darn good. Here's the 1-1. A pitch, swing and a miss, 1-2. Shot towards the net, save made there by the Brandon Bussey. Gostisbehere with this one. Gostisbehere down low into the corner. There for Coughlin. Picked up there by Jordan Stahl. Stahl out there in front. Went through the stick of a Carolina Hurricanes player and down ice. Way down there. Brandon Bussey. Ooh, up high 2-2. Long toss. Tipped. Down into the corner behind the net there. Carter Hart feeds it around the boards. Nikolai Ehlers with this one. Ehlers in the circle. Takes a shot. Went just a little wide. Rebound. Jeremy Lozon feeds it on Marner's. Off the boards. Down low. Ooh, that one in the zone. It's another full count. Oh, boy. Here's McNabb on over across. Theodore shot went wide. And cleared out towards center, but it's Mitch Marner again here with this one. Marner throws it down into the corner. Chatfield behind the net. Feeds it on over Jacob Slavin. Long toss down ice. Uh-oh, that one popped up in the right field. And Vandenbrink is there for out number 3, so no runs will score there. As we head to the bottom of the 6th inning, and in the meantime, icing is called.
The quest is nearing its conclusion.
The quest is nearing its conclusion. Ooh. Ooh, the tension's killing me. Oh my.
Gel YouTube.
Time for the SAP coaching insight.
Oh, good lord.
Now with the assist tonight has 11 assists and 10 Stanley Cup finals.
Face-offs one. Puck sent all the way down ice. Tipped up into the air. Martinuk is there. There's Dorofeev with this one. Dorofeev popped up into the air. Mark Stahl with her. First, I called him Eric Stahl, and then I did Mark Stahl. It's Jordan Stahl. There we go. So if it weren't so damn many, that wouldn't be such an issue. Icing waved off.
Cycle. Gonna have to project sooner or later. Not the hit like Carlson.
Here's Carlson now with this one. Martinuk sends it back down behind the net.
This period stylist. Vegas is out.
Svechnikov drives it in. Puck will roll into the corner. Martinuk around the boards. Here's Ivan Barbashev with this one. Through the legs of Carlson. And offsides is called. You know, he didn't have to touch the puck, but he did. Oh, but we got some extras afterwards. Plenty of keyed off people, that's for sure.
Customers spend $5 and get the $200.
Woo!
Promo code SCAVE when you sign up. The crowd is yours. The crowd right there is yours. The crowd is Carolina's.
This crowd's definitely Carolina's, that's for sure.
6 minutes in, and they've got just 6 shots on goal. A really solid road game so far for Vegas. And we're having a discussion here, Sean, to see
What? About what?
and it's going to be
Gosh, that just gets so annoying sometimes when they waste our time. Face-off will come in front of the Vegas, or in front of the Carolina bench. Stankoven will take the draw with Colton Sissons. Sissons wins the draw. Here's McNabb with this one. Now Zane Denton up to bat. There's a drive out in the right field. Back is Hall, and he makes the catch into the sun for out number 1. McNabb plays it on over across. Here's Jackson Blake with this one. Blake dumps it down into the corner. McNabb takes this one. On for Theodore. Into the circle. Theodore out there in front. Colton Sissons looked like he was maybe going to shoot out his own net, but nope. Alberto Osuna up to bat now. Are we going to have a penalty now, it sounds like? We had a hit behind the plate. Jordan Stahl or Taylor Hall, actually. Either way, just got obliterated. Oh, boy.
Yeah, no penalty.
They're not going to call anything, but I believe we will go to commercial. John Tortorella is like, hey, good for us, I guess. We'll take a break. We'll be right back.
Leading after second.
Welcome back, everybody. Well, as far as we know, no penalty on the hit to Taylor Hall.
Wrapping stop of the week.
Oh, and Elliot Good, or is that Austin Davis? Yeah, Austin Davis is walking. A 2 out, so there's a man on.
I'm not scared of
Face off will come right in front of the penalty box across from the Vegas bench. Face off's one. Puck will be sent off the boards towards center. Coughlin in the corner. Pass across, Carey Augustus, spare shot, save made there by Carter Hart. Puck sent out towards center. Uh-oh. And Austin Davis successfully steals second base. Captain Nikishin out towards center. Uh-oh, we're going to have a pitching conference. I wonder if that's the end for Martin. Or no, it's just the catchering. Catcher and pitcher, I guess. Whatever. 7 minutes have gone here in this first period, or in the second period. Hannafin now with this one. Dumps it back in behind the net. There now Jordan Stahl will take this one. Stahl pops back in behind the net. Yeah, Nikolai Ehlers with this one. Picked up there by Jordan Stahl. Stahl. Now Hannafin. Out towards center. Jack Eisel has this one. Eisel down low in the circle. There's Marner. Marner, ooh, gets a big hit applied. That'll be icing. Oh. Bussy. Boy, oh boy. Kills me.
In particular, it's a little bit really athletic. He will move more than most goaltenders. When he's on, his quickness gets him across the net and really helps him to stop the puck. Some guys are positional. He's more athletic.
Face-offs one. Puck will be sent down ice now. Bussy, 1 goal on 10 shots tonight. Had 3 goals on 21 shots in game 4. And icing was called.
Bussy given a chance very early in the season in a road game at San Jose. Ron Brindamore has said there's probably more pressure on him in that game than there was in the playoffs, because if he didn't succeed in game 1 of the NHL, he might not have gotten a chance. Now he's in the playoff net with his family.
Uh-oh, there's a drive out in the left center field. And
Enjoy the game.
caught. Are you serious? By Joe Voss for out number 3. That is ridiculous. My goodness. That's ridiculous is what it is. Holy smokes. Carlson with this one. Taken out towards center ice. Keandre Miller was there. That one popped up into the air. Mark Stone. And offsides is called.
Funny for a series that has had so many goals, 33 coming into tonight. This is for
Been
the
dying, telling you.
Checking 16 shots almost halfway through in total. There's no real flow to it, and where the first 4 games have been pass and bloom and chance.
Drop on, break on.
And if you're
We're always sleeping and we're sleeping. We're the wrong too. We're going down, down, in an air. Sugar will going down swinging. Uh-oh, Carlson's getting looked at the bench right now. That is not good.
like a left wrist.
Left wrist, left hand. That's not good.
Sure. Looks like
Oh, Carlson's going back out onto the ice. So that's good.
it does not have access to the bench.
Or no, he's going back to the locker room rather. Apologies.
He's gone down the tunnel. The doctors will look at him in the Vegas locker room, but that's a huge loss now with John Tortorella.
At least for right now. We'll see. Face off will come to the right of Carter Hart.
Said Ray, Taylor Hall said this morning, he expects they got no chuckle with their media availability.
Ben Detay, the new pitcher here for the Exodus.
1 game or 3-2 game. Who knows? This might be, but these games have exploded in a hurry in the first 4.
Face-offs one. Puck will roll back behind the net there for Jeremy Lozon. Sends it all the way down ice. Uh-oh. Smith got knocked down. Now taken there by Alexander Nikishin. Nikishin out there in front. Picked up there Stankoven. Now Taylor Hall out towards center. Now Stankoven with this one. Into the glove of Hart. And then a late hit applied. And Carolina's going to be going on the power play. Lozon made a big hit on Logan Stankoven, and yeah, all kinds of extras going on. Understandably so.
Get tied up at all in any of this nonsense. They've got their first power play coming. Stankoven goes towards the net, and the much stronger Lozon basically picks him up and tosses him onto the ground. The Carolina power play that has been on fire all of a sudden, kind of out of nowhere. 4 goals rather in the last 3 games, and they don't get a chance on the power play to break this 1-1 tie. You got to admire Stankoven. He's fucking.
Oh yeah, he's no spring chicken. Trust me.
No, you're all safe as long as there's one of those straight shirted fellas in the middle. You always feel it. What a chance here for Carolina. This power play. Wins the draw. He stays on the ice and goes to the front of the But a face off. Four for 9 over the last 3 games. 6 for the last 20.
All righty. Got it all figured out now. Are we all calm, hopefully? Face-offs one. Carolina, though, does have the power play, so. Woof. Close. Svechnikov now with this one. Healer sends it back and down ice. Aho. Picks this one up. Uh-oh, bouncing puck shot just went a little wide. Holy smokes. Sorry, hang on a second. Okay, here we go. Now we're good.
All that chaos starts with one quick shot. The Aho one-timer is blocked by McNabb, and now it's a rugby scrum in front of him. Everybody's it's clear the way before it leads to Seth Jarvis's one-timer that Hart gets across, kind of from the same spot. He scored the game winner in game 2. It was the overtime goal by Seth Jarvis. His only goal in the series. He has just 4 in the playoffs after
Okay, face-offs one. Here's Stankoven with this one. Stankoven feeds it on over Jackson Blake. Shot save made, rebound. Hall back with it behind the net. There's Stankoven in front. Small up high. Hall sends it out towards center ice. Picked up there by Alexander Nikishin. Nikishin feeds it on Nikolai Ehlers. Picked up there by Jackson Blake. Blake in the circle.
Now Ehlers with 40.
Ehlers. Back on out. Through the stick of Nikushin. Half a minute left to go here on this Carolina power play. Shots 11-10 in favor of Carolina right now. Hall feeds it on out. Stankoven throws it out towards the blue line. Ooh, Ehlers laid out Mitch Marner. Interesting. But Howden shorthanded down into the corner. Howden pushed into the boards by Stankoven. Now it's the. Are you freaking kidding me? Shoot a pickle. Why do I always do this? I always spill my water. Uh-oh, now we got a penalty on McNabb here.
That comes
just as Carolina's power play expired. Oh, I hope I didn't get any in this extension cord because I want to get electrocuted. We'll take a break. We'll do that. All these cords here, and I get the floor wet. Welcome back, everybody. Well, Carolina was done with one power play, and now they're back to another here. McNabb putting Blake into the boards.
He's going to get called the cross check because Blake so close to the boards. Carolina power plays as they try to break away.
So McNabb is going for cross checking.
Playoff struggles have been enough for surprise for Carolina. They were the best of the league in the regular season, just under 25%, fourth in the league.
Face off to the right of Hart. Face off one. Here's Gostisbehere with this one. Gostisbehere to Jarvis. Sand on the shot, and now it's cleared down ice.
It's a 31-goal score. He just has not got on track in this final series. That's a shot here, dream about, and then he whipped on it.
Gostisbehere towards center. Dumps it back in behind the net, wide of Hart. Now it's Aho, picked up by Ehlers. Ehlers back Seth Jarvis. Jarvis feeds it on over Sebastian Aho. Picked up Nikolai Ehlers with this one. Ehlers to Gostisbehere. Gostisbehere to Ehlers. Shot got blocked in front. Aho now there for Gostisbehere. Jarvis, Aho sent into the hands of Ehlers. Ehlers. Svechnikov picked up Ehlers again. Ehlers down low. Svechnikov sent out Gostisbehere. On across, Svechnikov. Shot scores! Andrei Svechnikov! Carolina takes a 2-1 lead on the power play goal. Boy, eighth-year guy gets his fifth goal on the postseason.
goes through the legs of Lockdown. Carter picking it up. Svechnikov moments earlier and whiffed on that one-timer. Shoot that, you could see from the proceed. 2 strides into the middle, through the legs of Hart, and it's 2-1 Carolina. His
Second goal on this series, both on the power play, which is quite remarkable if you ask me. But here's Hannafin with this one. Hannafin back behind the net. 31 goals in the regular season. That was a career high for Svechnikov. So that's 36 total.
the biggest game of my life.
Here's Martinuk with this one. Martinuk dumps it back in behind the net of Carter Hart. There's Noah Hannafin in the circle. Hannafin. Long toss down ice into the hands of Brandon Bussey. Long toss up the right side. Here's McNabb with this one. McNabb. For Shea Theodore. Theodore. Oh, shit. Ugh. Here's Blake, a shot save made there by Carter Hart, picked up there by Shea Theodore. Here's Theodore, tipped and all the way down ice, picked up there by Brandon Bussey. Bussey now to Brett Howden. Now Sissons, shot got blocked, rebound. Full count now to Sharkus. Oh, called strike 3, got him out. And the Axis escaped trouble in the top of the 7th. And it's stretch time. Lozon with this one back behind the net. Svechnikov takes it all the way down ice. Aho behind the net. Ooh, shoved into the boards there was frickin' McNabb. There we go. 6:10 left to go here in the second period. Cole Smith popped up into the air. Batted down. Goss to spare. Tipped by Nick Dowd. Here's Dowd in the scramble for. Steven Colasar takes this one. Colasar. Popped out towards center. Here's Hannafin now. Hannafin. Tosses one down. Back behind the net of Bussey. Now it's Rasmus Anderson in the circle. Anderson feeds it on over. Eric Robinson with this one tip. Colasar. Smarter. Poke checked away. Aho. Feeds it on Nikolai Ehlers. Dumps it down into the corner. McNabb with this one. Now Rasmus Anderson. Kicked around by Eric Stahl. Tipped Mark Stone into the circle. Here's Keandre Miller, drops it back for a shot, got blocked, and now Jordan Stahl sends it out towards center. Coming up on 5 minutes left to go here in the second period. Crowd is loud in Raleigh, that is for sure. Through the stick of Ehlers. Eichel with this one, loses it, now rolls back behind the net. Ehlers towards the blue line. Ehlers taken away. Sissons on to Howden. Save made there by Bussey. Here's Slavin with this one now. Slavin back behind the net. He'll clear it down ice. Yeah, they are. They should. Bussey chants ringing out. Stan Coven dumps it back in behind the net. Dyson Johnson is the new pitcher for Sioux Falls.
7-year-old veteran debuts in Washington came to Vegas at the deadline. Hoping to win a first time. Being offered into the Bussey trying to cover the puck. It's still number 3. Chris Ruby right on top of it. Back in the line.
Here's Tomas Hurdle now with this one. Hurdle out towards center. Rasmus Anderson, shot save made Bussey. Rebound picked up there by Jalen Chatfield. Eichel batted around. Lozon deflected back behind the net. Puck sent around the corner, taken there. Here's Stankoven towards center, although he's got runs into a glove of Vegas players. Still got the shot off, but it went just a little wide. Keandre Miller with this one. Miller there for Lozon behind the net. Slavin dumps it down into the corner. 2:53 left to go here in the second period. Hurdle
48 years, a franchise that started
into the hands of Slavin. Puck sent back in behind the net. Carter Hart is there. Jeremy Lozon back there for McNabb. McNabb on over. Here comes Mitch Marner in the circle. Marner back for Howden. Behind the net, set in front, went right through the crease. There's Theodore, shot got blocked. And now Walker takes it out towards center. Martinuk behind the net. Martinuk out in front, cannot connect with Svechnikov. That Walker scores! Sebastian Aho! 3-1.
Reversal for most of this series. It's the Canes who dominate the second period. Who's been tremendous in this series? Look at him take it off his feet, touched it beautifully, and then straight up over Carter Hart. 2 goals in the second period by guys that they need.
Boy, for Sebastian Aho, that'll be, let's see, his 5th goal on the season.
Here, as this guy has got a 3-1 lead.
Holy smokes. That's all I've got to say. At least right now, that's for sure. 5 points in this series here for Sebastian Aho. Face-off 1. Puck taken down there into the corner. 3rd time this series, the Carolina Hurricanes have scored 3 consecutive goals. Paulo Vasquez up to bat. Here's the pitch. That one perfectly placed in the zone. 0-1. There's Jankowski's shot, went right through the crease. Tossed to spare, popped up into the air. Smith picks this one up. Smith feeds it on over there to Stankoven. Stankoven dumps it down into the corner. Rasmus Anderson with it behind the net. Anderson. Now Jackson Blake has this one. Blake sends it back in behind the net. Rasmus Anderson through the legs of Noah Hannafin. Sends it up the left side. Tip Jackson Blake back behind the net. Taylor Hall with this one towards the blue line. Takes a shot, say made there by Carter Hart. Picked up there, Nick Dowd. Well, we'll head to the top of the 8th after this. Hart will cover it up with 59.2 seconds left. We'll take a break. We'll be back. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back, everybody. Well, 59.2 seconds left to go here in this one.
The Canes top line has come through in the second period. These two have been together and line mates a long time. They've now got a 3-1 lead inside of a minute left here in the second period of game 5.
59.2 seconds left to go here. We'll see. This could get quite interesting.
There's 4 second periods of this series. Got there another power play point with his assist on the Svechnikov goal. He now has 8 power play points in the playoffs to lead Carolina.
Face-offs one. Shea Theodore with this one in the corner, taken in front. McNabb, nice pass. A shot got blocked there in front. Rebound stall. There's Theodore. Puck now sent out towards center. Picked up Jalen Chatfield with this one. Feeds it on over there for Slavin into the hands of McNabb. McNabb feeds it on over to Mark Stone at the blue line. Stone. Oh! Got him. Yes, he did. Holy smokes. That was close. Oh, God. Now Hart got hurt. Get up. Jeez Louise. Five seconds left to go in this one. Vegas controls it behind their own net. And that is the end of the second period. It is loud in Raleigh. We'll take a break. We'll be back. Intermission. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back, everybody. It is the second intermission report as we're coming up on 10 o'clock Eastern Time. We are here with Libby. Welcome to the show, Libby. Thank you, Ronnie. So glad to be here tonight. Are you ready to potentially win up to $1 million? Yes. Okay, so you're going to have a chance to beat the devil. However, you can't beat him just once. You can't beat him just twice. You have to beat him 3 times because if you do, you'll be a millionaire. Plus, we'll add in the car on top of your $1 million in cash, which tonight the car is a a pair of electric Fords valued at $108,052. So for a grand prize total of $1,108,052. Okay, are you ready to go? Yes. So here's how you do it. You need to get up to $10,000 each time. Now, if you do it the first time, we'll double whatever you have afterwards. If you do it twice in a row, we'll add on the car on top of all of your cash winnings up to that point. Then you can risk it all and potentially go for $1 million. Of course, you're risking your money each round. So yeah. All righty, are you ready to go? Yes. All right, let's do this. If you land on a double, though, you lose everything, including winnings from previous rounds. So here we go. 100 or 1,000, 1,500 Joker. Ding, ding, ding. Okay, so now just like that, you've got $4,500. You can keep that or you can keep playing. What do you want to do, Libby? Keep playing. Okay. Oh, I am so sorry. Joker, Joker, and Devil. Well, Libby, I am so sorry. That's okay. That means game over. But you did take 2 spins, so we'll give you $150 for each, giving you $300. Plus, we'll add in a massage table, so $621. Not too shabby at all. Thank you so much for playing, Libby. Thank you. Okay, you can head off the stage. Dang it. We'll take a break. We'll be back. Welcome back, everybody. Well, second or excuse me, third period coming up. Let's take a look at that second period because holy smokings. That's all I gotta say about that. Is holy smokings. Second period, we'll take a look at the two goals. We have another pitcher warming up in the bullpen for Sioux City, which is that's great. Yeah, Gertz. Well, because now the game is tied up at 3. So yeah, this is just lovely. All righty. Andrei Svechnikov at the power play goal at 11:58 from Shane Goss's there. And Nikolai Ehlers, that made it a 2-1 game. And then Sebastian Aho scored from Sean Walker and Jordan Martinook. That made it a 3-1 game at 17:51. Penalties that period. Well, Jeremy Lozon went in 2 minutes for roughing. Then at 10:57, Braden McNabb went in 2 minutes for cross-checking. Shots that period, Carolina 10 to Vegas 5. And then total shots, Carolina 15 and Vegas has 12. American Association games. We'll get to the train wreck that might be happening here shortly. Hopefully not. Right now, Winnipeg leads, or no, they're tied up at 3, actually. Cleveland at Winnipeg. Drive towards the right side, foul. They should be getting starting with the second game of doubleheader, Lake Country at Payne County. Payne County took the first one 8-2. Kansas City beat Fargo 25-9. And then Milwaukee's supposed to be at Gary tonight, as well as Lincoln at Chicago, but don't know if those games are postponed or they have started or what, and nobody really cares, honestly. So there's that. Mets beat the Cardinals 5-4. Tigers beat the Twins 11-0. Marlins beat the Diamondbacks 2-0. Rangers beat the Royals 4-2. Cubs beat the Rockies 9-3. Dodgers beat the Pirates 8-6. And then, oh well, at least we avoided Sioux Falls getting the lead. We'll take that, but we got to do some work. And then the Orioles beat Seattle 7-5. So those are all the scores coming up from across the country. Well, we'll have somewhat of a day off tomorrow. We'll still have the Ronnie show at 4 o'clock Eastern time, 3 o'clock Central. Tomorrow I'll be filming the 10th anniversary special, which will air on Saturday night. And then I'm hoping to have magic numbers tomorrow night at 5 o'clock Eastern time right here on RVN. We probably will. In fact, it might actually get pushed into prime time, but depending on what happens here, we'll see. My cousin and his fiance is supposed to be coming over tomorrow afternoon, I guess. So we'll see if they do or not. And then of course Saturday night we'll have the 10th anniversary special at at 6:30 Eastern time. There we go. 6:30 p.m. Eastern time. Then we'll be on the air for game 5 of the NBA Finals, starting at 8:42 p.m. Eastern time, right after the show's over with. So there is that. Oh God, people are pissed off. Oh, there's T. There is T. There is T on well, there's always some kind of T on social media, but anyway, bottom of the 8th inning we go.
Well, brand new ball game, tied at 3 in the 8th.
Yeah, tied up at 3. That's not good.
Officially closed the book. Now officially, already fixed it. That run for a little bit earlier wasn't earned. So this you guys scoring moments. You guys are.
Well, not like that, but
Yes. Unearned run on Moving Sliders. Rule of 8.1.
well, let's see if the X's can get their you know what together here. Let's see, Vanderbrake, Denton, and Osuna. So, well, okay, here we go. We'll see if that's the case. First pitch to Vanderbrake. Oh gosh, that almost hit him. I would say it did, but no, the ump isn't as generous as I am. Yeah, X's let up 2 runs in the top of the 8th. They cannot do that. They got to get some shutdown innings, and they haven't been able to do that. That pitch in the inside, but they call it a strike. It's 1-1.
Sure, they'll be re-examined. If not now, first in the morning, I believe there was an initial examination.
There's the 1-1. Who is this about? Because we mentioned what happened with Cachero earlier.
I believe there was a word, except that they don't know. I mean, they know it's a leg issue. He had the night off. He's
hang on. We got to.
Bernabell left with a leg injury.
Oh, warning Bernabell. So that's why we have Vanderbrake in, because Bernabell in his X's debut went out with injury. That's not good.
2-2.
Here's the 2-2. There's a drive towards the right side, foul. It's 2-2.
Just make Kelly good. Yesterday, what'd you take away from Jackson Vanderbrake today?
It was great hearing about the overheal back in the office. Right about that. But yeah,
2-2. That one up high, full count.
So a lot of time. Yeah, that's the job Lily do. And even some of the new players just didn't know. And that's really good baseball culture.
Here's the 3-2. Oh, ball 4, he walked him. I thought for sure that was a strike, but hey, that's a good head start. Vanderbrake on first with the walk.
Big one right there, free ride.
That'll bring up Zane Denton now to the plate.
Towards the 20. Right now it's 19.
First pitch here to Denton. Oh, he does drill the bunt. Quits or throw to first is there for out number 2, but Denton will get to second.
Throw to first base to retire. Boy, that was
Vanderbrake will get to second, rather. Excuse me.
Right there, baby.
So Alberto Osuna, base hit will tie the game here. Or, well, take the lead for Sioux City, I should say.
Osuna is 1 for 3.
1 for 3 tonight.
Carlson here to injure his arm and we left the game. A reminder, Vegas does not provide injury updates as a club policy, but I did talk to multiple people at the break who saw him leaving the building, like Braden McNabb in game 2, likely to get further medical evaluation.
Great. So William Carlson sounds like just left the building. So
When he got trained with Carlson, which is going to lead. I wasn't suspecting to see Carlson tonight.
So it sounds like Carlson is done for the rest of tonight, which is just great for Vegas. Even Tortorella's like, are you kidding me? But
Where he played before Carlson.
anyway. Winners of Game 5 of the Stanley Cup win the cup 74% of the time. That stat.
John Tortorella's talked several times.
Here's the 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss, 1-2. Face off will come to the left of Carter Hart, 13 seconds in. Face off's one, puck taken back behind the net. Rasmus Anderson was there. He'll send it down ice into the hands of Brandon Bussey, leaves it there. Andre Miller around the boards. Miller keeps it indoor. Fiev shot went back behind the net and now gloved up by a Bussey. That ball gets away and Denton will go to third. So now for certain a base hit will tie the game. So
If this play doesn't happen, it deflects in the air. Look at physics. Starting to spin over to create more space to hit the puck of Bussey. Had to take the stop. The Bussey with the stop.
face off will come to the right of Bussey. Grounder towards the left side and foul. Still 2-2 for Osuna.
Two things to say. Really no thing to say, but there have been one or two goal things in each of the previous quarters of this.
Face off's one. Puck sent off the boards and down ice. Shea Theodore played Carter Hart. Now for Theodore, back behind Brain McNabb. That one popped up and to right. Hall is there. He'll make the catch for out number 2. Dutton tags the throw home. He's safe. And the X's take the lead.
Cup chasers. Enter daily for your chance.
Woo!
16 exclusive pairs. This is June 21st. Let's today at NHL.com/cupchasers.
So let's keep it. Gotta keep it now. Face off's one. Shot save made there by Hart. Chatfield shot got blocked there in front. Rebound sent down ice. Here's Eichel with this one. Eichel down there in the corner. Behind the net, Jacob Slavin is there. Svechnikov right through the crease. Eichel, oh, he got tripped up. There's a grounder, and that's out number 3 to Austin Davis. But hey, Sioux City retook the lead. We head to the top of the 9th. Let's see if Sioux City can seal the deal here. Chatfield with this one. Tip there by Hurdle, although I would bet we're not seeing Gurkham in the 9th. Powdered shot save made by Bussey. Gosh, I had a lot to eat tonight, so I'm like burping and all that stuff.
Bussey with 2 wrist good saves early in the first couple of minutes. Barbashev wins this puck, and Howden gets a stick on top of his skate. This goes off his boot. And Bussey has to trap this. And the glove is on the right hand, and he makes a terrific stop. Without William Carlson, they're going to juggle the lines.
Well, no kidding. There's Lozon now with this one. Puck dumped all the way down ice in a foot race. Robinson! Oh, up for grabs! It's loose! Jankowski with it now. Back behind the net. Boy, Hart was way out of his net. Luckily enough, nothing serious happened for Vegas. This would be the wrong time for something to go wrong for Vegas. Carrier now with this one. Carrier. Andre Miller with this one. Miller sent back in behind the net. And a scramble forward. Dowd out towards center. Here's Cole Smith with this one. Smith tipped there by Nick Dowd. Dowd is in. Out in front. Shot got blocked there by Brandon Bussey.
Shea Theodore went patching toward the game. Big backhands on the ball on the wall.
Theodore there at center. Theodore dumps it down into the corner. That one sent down ice. 3 minutes into this third period. Janifin Sent off the boards back behind the net there for Nikolai Ehlers. Ehlers. Tanaj Thomas, the closer here. Hopefully he's able to close this thing out. That's a trip and a penalty coming up. Carolina goes back on the power play, and Jack Eichel, all he can do is just smile because he thinks this is funny.
Eichel gets his stick into the hands of Ehlers. The hook is called, and Carolina will have their third power play of the. Here's that play over Robinson. It's frozen, and he's like, "Oh boy, I better get out here." I think initially he thought that Lozon had the angle, then he realizes he doesn't. And Hart's stuck because if he doesn't get there, Robinson's going to get it, go around him, and shoot it in the empty net. This is almost feels like a must kill for
Face off will come to the right here of Carter Hart. Stahl got screwed up on the draw. Michael Kiriel is the new pitcher, and he's already up in the count 3-0. Great. Oh, and signing a 4-pitch walk to Kiriel. Here's Goss to spare with this one. Goss to spare. On a cross, Svechnikov in the circle, tipped in front, save made Hart, rebound, popped behind the net. Stahl got tripped up there once again. Svechnikov with this one, taking away Sissons towards the blue line. Seth Jarvis with this one. Svechnikov pass on across, Shane Goss to spare in the corner. Here's Goss to spare. Anthony Sharkus up to bat now. Goss to spare at the blue line, feeds it on over Sebastian Aho. That one gets away, and Kiriel's going to go to second. You go walk to second like an idiot. Goss to spare to Jarvis, a shot. Got blocked there in front. I mean, Kiriel, an idiot rhyme, that's for sure.
16 minutes to go, third period.
Aho shot wide of frickin' Hart. Now it's Aho there for Goss to spare. Picked up Seth Jarvis. There for Goss to spare. Now to Jarvis. Down low, Svechnikov. Svechnikov in the corner. Sends it back behind the net there for Sebastian Aho in the corner. Aho at the circle. Aho back out, Goss to spare. At the blue line. Slap shot. Save made by Hart from Seth Jarvis. 85-mile-an-hour shot. Here's the 1-0 to Sharkus.
Don't matter anymore. You're only playing the same team.
Shows bunt. That one down low for the ball. 2-0. Boy, Thomas has not thrown a strike yet. 6 pitches, 6 balls.
Now he's more aggressive. He won times one, and there's the same. Hart read that way in advance to stop Jarvis.
Face off will come to the right of Hart. Bunt does show here, and that one they call a ball. My goodness. 7 balls in a row. Nikishin in the corner. Nikishin sends it back behind the net for Ehlers. This is exactly what we did not need to have happen right now. First time for that to happen because we got the lead. Shows bunt again. Finally, that one gets called for a strike. Holy smokes. Here's Ehlers with this one. Ehlers. Shot got blocked behind the net. Now Hannafin sends it around the boards. Tipped in there by Blake. Hannafin. Down low in the corner. Boy, Ehlers got knocked down. That's Taylor Hall. Sent out in front. It's loose. 5 seconds left to go here on the power play. There we go. Now he's getting some strikes. That's what we want. Nikishin with this one. Carolina power play is over. Here's Lozon in the corner now. Lozon back behind the net. Carrier has this one. Carrier in a scramble for. Right out there in front. Martinuk. Ooh, could not connect with Svechnikov. Eichel with this one. Eichel in the circle. Eichel on over there for Barbashev. Picked up Jalen Chatfield. Chatfield dumps it out towards center. There for Andrei Svechnikov. Here's Eichel Feeds it on over Barbashev. Eichel behind the net. Pass out in front. Shot went wide. The 3-2. Ball 4. He walked them. Gotta be kidding me. This is exactly what we've been saying. What's going on right now here with Sioux City absolutely cannot happen. Icing is called. 13-19 left to go in this third period.
Icing against the VGK. This series has been wild and crazy. The same is true of the NBA final, which resumes Saturday with games.
No way. Really? My card up to that now.
Next game, 29 points down. Largest deficit over.
Shows a bunt again, but he fouls it towards the left side, so it's 0-2. Boy, if you can get Mike Hart here out here, that would be huge. That might prevent some damage that could potentially happen here. Face-offs won. Dorofeev up the right side. Dorofeev in the corner. Shot in front, went just a little wide. Rasmus Anderson with this one. Anderson back behind the net. Barbashev. Dorofeev popped out there in front. Taken there by Rasmus Anderson. Anderson back behind the net. 1-2 pitch to Mike Hart. That one up high, 2-2.
Stop it. Chipped it out, and let's take it back by Gostisbehere.
Here's Shane Gostisbehere now. Feeds it on over Andrei Svechnikov with this one. Svechnikov into the hands of McNabb. McNabb tipped on over across Hurdle. Uh-oh. Full count now to Mike Hart.
Hurdle didn't get it in on the stop by Gostisbehere.
Here's Hurdle with this one. Picked up Braden McNabb. McNabb dumps one down into the corner. Nikishin with this one. Nikishin. Walked him. You've got to be kidding me. They walk him. The base is loaded with Achenbach up to bat. We'll take a break. We'll be back. We have to. Good Lord.
Just a collective killing. Working so hard.
Welcome back, everybody. Well, 11:50 left to go here in this third period. Carolina leading 3-1, although they're now switching pitchers once again. I believe we're going to see Ryan Beard come in relief.
With under 12 minutes to go in the third period.
Face off will come to the right of Carter Hart. Face off's one. Puck will pop down into the corner. Sent off the boards to the blue line. Slavin behind the net. Ehlers in front. Shot save made there by Carter Hart. Now, sorry, Brett Howden with this one. Yeah, Ryan Beard will take over here. Bases loaded, no outs in the top of the ninth inning, and Sioux City leading 4-3. Icing calls. There's the pitch. There you go. Uh-oh, Chatfield is down. Oh, he's holding his face. That is not good.
He's got his hand up onto his face. Valuable member of that Carolina defense. The athletic therapist is going to run out onto the ice here. You get a look at Stone's turning away. He doesn't even see him. His stick.
Boy, it looks like Chatfield got it near the eye.
You have to be in control.
Oh boy. Yeah, Stone wasn't even paying attention, and it was lifted up and it grazed like right here. No blood, luckily enough, but so Mark Stone's gonna go in for 4 minutes for high sticking. I guess now there is blood.
But it doesn't matter, as Ray said.
Yeah, like right here is where he got that. But I wouldn't be surprised if that grazed around his.
To his face, Mark Stone goes to the box. This will be the fourth.
Boy, 4-minute power play is not what Vegas needed to have happen right now. That is for sure. 1-2 the count here to Trevor Achenbach. Hurricanes power play tonight, 1 for 3 in the series, 5 for 14.
It's a chance to try and sneak one up a play.
There's the pit. Oh my God, I'm in a tie. Damn it. Son of a bitch.
They're the second least penalized team in the entire league for the regular season. Just over 7.
Face-offs one. Here's Aho with this one. Now Svechnikov picked up for Aho. On over across Gostisbehere. Now for Jarvis. Jarvis pass out in front. Went alive. Stahl. Taken out towards center. Gostisbehere around the boards. Nikolai Ehlers, nice toss to Jarvis. Jarvis drops it back. Sebastian Aho in there. Jarvis shot went wide. TJ Ruckerbomber. Whoever named him that needs to not name any more kids. That's for sure. Gostisbehere. Feeds it on over there to Nikolai Ehlers. On back Shane Gostisbehere. Here's Svechnikov with this one down the Aho. Tipped up in the air. Brett Howden knocks it down. Svechnikov. Now here's Mitch Marner. Clears it down ice. 3 minutes left to go on the power play. 10:20 left to go here in this third period. Nikishin on over there for Stankoven. Well, at least we struck out Rocker Bomber, so there's a start. I mean, at least if we can take this into the bottom of the ninth, I'm confident that we could walk it off. Nikishin sends it on over to Jackson Blake. Nice toss for Stankoven, and it's cleared down ice. Brandon Bussey will play it now, and it's Scott Combs up to bat. And then, of course, right when the pitch is thrown. There's a drive out into left field and off the wall. One run's going to score. The other one right behind them. Did they score 3 there?
They filled off the first penalty. Now 2
I'm going to kill somebody. I'm actually, swear to God, going to kill somebody at this point.
Fake the drop back and takes up to the puck.
Fast to spare. Feeds it on out to Ehlers. Shot in front. Svechnikov scores! Andrei Svechnikov. Power play goal. 4-1.
Has 3 assists. Look at this. Svechnikov presents his stick for the easy pass, and he dumps this behind Carter Hart. This Carolina power play has 6 goals in the last 4 games. Mitch Marner can only
Boy, Svechnikov, his second goal of the night, his 6th of the postseason. Well, that might have just sealed the deal for Vegas, at least for tonight. We'll see. No lead has been safe in this series, so we will see. That's not only a second goal of the night, but the second power play goal of the night for him. Here's Hannafin with this one back behind the net. Hannafin feeds it around the boards, out towards center. Hannafin, that one down low for the ball, 2-2.
Points for Gostisbehere in this final series. One of those unsung heroes that Carolina and any team hopes for.
Here's Barbashev with this one. Barbashev back behind the net. There now for Stankoven. Stankoven batted up in the air in the corner. Sent out to the blue line. Theodore shot save made there by Bussy. Rebound Blake across the crease. It went just a little wide.
Series. He came into the third period. Game faced off the line.
Here's Hurdle with this one. Hurdle back behind the net. Coughlin shot. Ooh, hit the side of the goal. Looked like it actually went through the net there for a second. I don't think it did, but I'm just saying it looked like that. Coughlin shot save made by Brandon Bussy. 7:27 left to go in this third. We'll take a break. We'll be right back.
That is night today.
Welcome back, everybody. Well, we head to the bottom of the ninth. X's, they need to come back here, but see if they can do it. But game 6, we know for sure will be Sunday night, 8:18 p.m. Eastern time, right here on RVN. So make sure you join us for that. Face-offs one. Here's Slavin with this one. Feeds it down into the corner. Svechnikov is there. Svechnikov towards center now. Aho, and they call a whistle, and they call it a hand pass.
That they have tonight. Oh, it's a disappointing night for Vegas. They got the first goal, the Dorothea goal. They got the 1-0 lead on
the bottom of the ninth we go.
Carolina. She just 5 shots in the first period, which was a change from the rest of the series. But the real change was that second period.
Charlie Hasty, the closer.
More systems. That's for nothing.
Martinuk now with this one. Sent out towards center. Hannafin picks this one up. Hannafin. Out towards center. Eichel towards center. Eichel crossing the blue line. Eichel dubs it back in behind the net. There's the pitch. That one on the inside. They call it in the zone, though. It's 0-2. Jordan Stahl throws it into the hands of Hart. Theodore back with it behind the net. Eichel now with this one. Eichel out towards center. Eichel feeds it on over to Shea Theodore. Theodore shot, save made, rebound, scores! Pavel Dorofeev. Vegas cuts the lead in half. Oh, this could be interesting. And that's the second goal of the night for Dorofeev. Well, one out.
Miller and his rebound. Dorofeev going to dunk it into the net for his second one. And that's the way it's been all series long. You just can't get comfortable. Dorofeev second makes this a game again.
Foul back behind the net plate. It's 0-1. Icing is called.
Second tonight, 12 of the postseason. Now second in goals in these games. Wiggles his way to a decent shooting position. The backhanders. Rebound left out there for Dorofeev. Dorofeev has not had very much success in the first 4 games of the series. In all 4 series, the first 3 games, his damage comes in the last.
6:03 left to go now here in this third. Check. Did he go? No, he didn't. He did? Really? No, he didn't. He did not go. That's a load of you know what. No way he went on that. I am sorry, but no. Granted, there's probably more issues tonight than just, a bad call like that, but still, I mean. Shot, save made there. Bussy, rebound loose. Picked up there in front. It's out towards center there for Hurdle. Hurdle behind the net. Sean Walker with this one. Careful. Puck stumped down ice. Hart. For Dad, he got tripped up there. Nothing called, of course, but it's Svechnikov feeds it on over there for Theodore. That one in the zone, 1-2. So now the X are down to their final strike. Five minutes left to go here in this third. Jalen Chatfield with this one. Chatfield feeds it on over across for Slavin. Slavin off the boards and down ice. There's a drive towards the left side foul. Okay, we're still alive in this.
It's an uneasy feeling in the stands and on that game.
Theodore. It's out of play. With 4:42 left to go. We're going to stay right on the air here until this game's done with.
Some of the bonus of the years. It's a never. Strikes the 1-2.
1-2. Popped up out of play.
3 loss. You come back tonight and danger of dropping 2 or 3. Winning a series on a series open.
Here we go. The 1-2 on the outside, 2-2. Okay, well.
Wide open here if you get Georgia Bull. Balls 2 strikes.
2-2 pitch. There's a drive out into right field. Back is Hall towards the wall at the track. It's gone. Henry George with 2 outs gets a home run. Oh, this could be interesting now with Vuletich coming to the plate.
Streak is on base streak as well. So don't go away just yet.
Who knows? This. I mean, never say never, right? I mean, no. One swing, if Vuletich can do that same exact thing, I am legitimately going to lose my mind. I am actually going to lose my mind. Yellow, there's a grounder up the middle, base hit. Vuletich on first. Okay, I like this one. I like this. Braulio Vasquez up to bat now. All righty, here we go. We got 2 big, interesting games going on here. Pass out in front. Here's Eichel with this one out towards center. Eichel up the right side. Eichel blocked there in front. Puck rolls out towards center. Shea Theodore will have this one. Theodore, here's pitch, popped up, drop it, and the right there is Hall. Drop it. Oh, mother. Shot, say made, rebound, Bussy went just a little wide. It's ridiculous. Hall feeds it on over across. Hall on over. Shot went wide of Hart. I want to call him Flurry for whatever reason. I don't know why, but that's just me. Although if we didn't give up those 2 runs in the top of the 9th, that probably would have obviously walked it off, but that's okay. It happens. Shea Theodore. Icing is called. Well, if this puck was in the Carolina zone, they probably would have pulled out Hart, but if Vegas can get it up the ice, then that's when I think almost right away, I think Tortorella will pull out freaking Hart.
It's like the puck takes the save away from Anderson. And Vegas now pushing for a goal to get within 1. If they can get the red line and get it in, I would suspect we're not far from Carter Hart coming out. Jack Eichel standing at the bench to take Hart when he comes here.
Here we go. Our face off at center, actually. Okay. Howden wins the draw. Well, at least Vegas won it. Here's Marner with this one. Dumps it up ice. Taken there by Aho. Theodore with this one. Theodore on over across. Stone off the right side of the boards. Uh-oh. Empty net at the other end now. Puck dumped out towards center. Here's Jack Eichel with this one. Eichel. Back behind the net. Eichel. Picked up there. Walker. Behind the net. Taken there by Eichel. Eichel. Blocked at center. Ehlers tried to whack it towards the empty net. He couldn't. And here's Eichel with this one. Eichel. Theodore. On over there for Eichel. Eichel. Shot. Went wide of Bussy. Rebound. Popped up into the air. It's out of play. Uh-oh. Oh, Ehlers is going to the box. No way. Wow. Oh, and he knows it too. He is mad.
Direct. Ehlers has done it twice.
Wow. Oh,
Shooting the puck over the glass. That one, as you mentioned, Ehlers swats it out of the air. So Vegas will take a
Vegas will take a timeout. We'll take a timeout too as well. We'll be back in a minute. 45 seconds, actually. Welcome back, everybody. Well, let's continue on here. They just took a timeout, so let's see what happens. They got the power play. Theodore in front, shot save made there. Rebound loose, 2 minutes left to go. That one cleared down ice and wide for icing. Oh, no icing. Okay, well, it's a power play. That's why. Eichel out towards center. Eichel pass across in front. Went just a little wide. That's another thing to keep in mind since it is the power play. There are no whistles for icings. Marner's with this one. Marner shot in front. Oh, went a little wide for Mark Stone. Stone feeds it on out for Eichel. Remember, this is 6-on-4 too as well. Theodore takes a shot, got blocked. Theodore at the blue line. Theodore feeds it on over to Jack Eichel. To Theodore, fires, off the post, rebound loose. Bussy has it. Wow. No way.
With that sixth attacker, Vegas can stack the front of the net. For traffic, tougher to see. The hurdle, deflections off the post on Theodore's shot. Hurdle is going to get a stick on. No, he doesn't actually. That goes straight through. And Bussy takes the break. And then it's
wow. 80 seconds left to go here.
Just joining us. It was the starter throughout the
been crazy. AF, that's for sure. Face off will come to the left of Brandon Bussy. Vegas needs to get 2 goals in 80 seconds here. An empty netter will seal the deal. Dorofeev there for Mark Stone. Stone on out to Dorofeev. There's Theodore. Theodore to Dorofeev. One-time shot. Went off the shin pad of Keandre Miller. He's really feeling that one, and he blocks that shot and clears off the glass and down ice. Theodore picks this one up. 57 seconds left to go here in this one. Theodore sends it on up for Jack Eichel. On over Pavel Dorofeev. There now for Tomas Hertl. Back to Dorofeev at the blue line. Sends it in off the boards. Eichel whacks it towards the net. Goes wide. Around a defender. A foot race for the puck. Oh, dives. Jarvis tried to get it, but he couldn't. Now it's Marner with this one. Marner down to 31 seconds. Jack Eichel with this one. Eichel sent back in behind the net. Hannafin at the blue line there for Chatfield. Puck is sent down ice. 15 seconds left to go. Hannafin picks this one up. Power play is over with, so it's back to 6-on-5. Hannafin shot blocked into the corner by Bussy. 4 seconds left to go, and Carolina is going to take game 5 with a chance to win the Stanley Cup on Sunday night. They stopped the clock at half a second there for a minute, but then they just let it run out.
4-2.
Brandon Bussy, holy smokes. What a performance the last basically 2.5 games. Wow. We'll take a break. We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere to wrap things up. Welcome back, everybody. Well, Carolina takes game 3 and a big performance in front of their home crowd. Well, let's recap the third period in this one. It started out Andrei Svechnikov at 11:08 for Nikolai Ehlers and Shane Gostisbehere on the power play. That made it a 4-1 game. And then Pavel Dorofeyev made it 4-2 from Shea Theodore and Jack Eichel at 13:49. The penalties that period, Jack Eichel went in 2 minutes for tripping at 3:23. Then at 8:38, Mark Stone went in 4 minutes, double minor for high sticking. And then Nikolai Ehlers went in 2 minutes for delay a game. That could have really costed Carolina, but luckily enough for them that it didn't. Shots on goal that period, Vegas 12, Carolina 9, and each team ended up with 24 shots in total. So yeah, scores from across the country. We'll update it here. Well, it says Lake Country and King County have not started their second game of the doubleheader yet, but I'm pretty sure they have. Then Sioux Falls beats the city 6-5. Yeah, we know that. Cleburne beat Winnipeg 4-3 in 10 innings. King County took game 1 in the doubleheader 8-2. Kansas City beat Fargo 25-9. And then Milwaukee at Gary and then Lincoln in Chicago. It says they haven't started yet, so I don't know what to tell you there. But all finals across the MLB. Mets beat the Cardinals 5-4. Tigers beat the Twins 11-0. Marlins beat the Diamondbacks 2-0. Rangers beat the Royals 4-2. Cubs beat the Rockies 9-3. Dodgers beat the Pirates 8-6. Orioles beat the Mariners 7-5. And then the Braves, but the White Sox got postponed. They will make that up on August 20th. Thank you all so much for joining us here tonight. We will see you tomorrow for the Ronnie Show and Magic Numbers. That'll be about it. And then Saturday night, 10th anniversary special at Game 5 of the NBA Finals. We may have an NBA champion Saturday night. We'll have to see. Stay tuned. Your local news, the RBN News at Night and RBN Late Night are coming up next right here on RBN. Bye-bye.